This is an overview video of Common Core look-fors for the iPhone. The key features will be data collection, chart reviewing, and media collection of video and image artifacts. Is observations. So we'll go look at observations. With observations, you're able to collect observation data with the iPhone and look at that data in an interactive real-time chart. And you're also able to share that observation with other users who also use this app, or you can send them a PDF or just plain text file of the report of the observation once you're done. In this case, we already have an observation in here, but we're going to create a new one by tapping New. So we'll enter a name, just be easy, so we'll enter Teacher. So the new observation is created in our list. If we want to filter down to that particular observation, or say there's multiple observations for teacher, we'll just type, and it multi-matches if we type teacher, and then that would show just teacher. So if we had 10 observations in here that had the word teacher in it, then all that we would see would be the teacher observations. But since we only have 2, it's not really necessary to filter it. So we'll go look at the teacher observation, and it gives us the name of the teacher, which we could edit here if we wanted, and make it, let's make it Mr. Sims. Okay, so we've edited the teacher name if we wanted to. It shows us the date that it was created, shows us the last edit date, and then we're able to hit the report button. If there were data, we would see it. Currently there's none, so there's no data to report. We'll go back, and then the bulk of the observation form is past the report button. So we have the overall notes, whatever targeted standards this observation is looking at, whatever lessons are being taught that day. And then we have 8 practices. In this case, it's practices for mathematics from the Common Core State Standards. If we tap on any of these, it brings down a list of the look-fors associated with that practice. So we can look at a few of these here. It brings them down, and we can look at them. And the way this works is if you're observing a classroom and you see, in this case, students, because here with each of these look-fors, there's a student indicator, so you know this is a student look-for. If you see a student demonstrating any of these look-fors, you would tap the plus button. So I saw 3 instances in the class of the students demonstrating this first look-for. If the look-for you saw wasn't one that's in the list, but you know it's something you want to track, at the bottom of each of these sections is an input your own look-for. Type in notes. And at the same on the input your own look-for, type in notes. At the bottom of each of these practices is an area where you can enter your own information. From this view, you can't enter your notes because the iPhone space is somewhat restricted. So what we do is we rotate it, and then the notes section becomes visible. So if we wanted to enter notes for any of these, for instance back where we had entered data, we would just tap it and then enter notes. Great class. Done. So now the notes are stored in the phone. And then let's rotate back. If I want to collect video or image artifacts of my observation so that I can review them later, or I can more importantly show them to the teacher that I was observing, I can hit the button for the camera. A pop-up appears asking if I've secured proper permission for taking video or image artifacts of the class. Because depending on your school or your school system's policy, you may not be able to, or you may have to do so with permission. And once you've secured the permission, you just hit yes, and then once you hit yes, you'll go back in and hit the camera button again. In this case, it defaults to video, so that I can take a video, or I can switch it to camera if I wanted to just do a still shot. But I'm going to go back, and I'm going to do a video. So I'm filming what's on my computer screen, the logo of the app, and then it asks me, do I want to use it? And then it's loaded here in this latest image cell. So that lets you know any of these look-fors that have associated images with them or videos. So in this case, if I tap it, it takes me in, and what I see is that this is a video because it has the play button on it. If I tap it, it goes in, shows me a larger view of it with the play button, and I can tap it and play the video. If I want to store this in my camera roll or delete it, I hit options and it lets me choose to delete the content, in this case a video, or save it to my camera roll. Now what I'll do is take a image and then I'm going to use it. And then when we go in, we see one is a video and one is an image. So the play button or lack of play button lets you quickly identify what kind of resources this is. If we wanted to title our media here, so with this video, if I wanted to give it a title, I would just click on this gray bar here that says tap here to assign title, and then I'll type something in. Type logo video. Return. So now this video is been labeled. So when we come back later, if we wanted to identify more clearly what we're recording here, we can always put a label on each of these, either videos or images. Alright, so let's do some more data. So I'm sitting in the class, I'm watching, seeing a lot of activity with these different look-fors. I'm collecting data. And now I'm done. I'm ready to look at the report of the class I just observed. So all I have to do is hit the report button, and then I see the report come up. So this is the report from Mr. Sims. It shows me any comments I may have typed. In this case, for the look for MP Math Practice 1.1, I wrote great class. And what we'll see here is the number of occurrences of look-fors for each of these practices. And so if we want to zoom in on this to see the details of, say, MP3, Math Practice number 3, we would tap it, and this shows the actual breakdown of look-fors. So these are the look-fors in that practice, in Math Practice 3, and it shows us the total. If we tap one of these bars here, it tells us what the look-for text is, and a summary of it to let us know what the text is and the total and more information. We can rotate it, and this gives us an alternate view. It's the same data, it's just slightly different to accommodate the resolution of the screen. So we'll rotate back, and it's the same case on the primary view here. When we rotate, it'll rotate the screen.